Hopefully this cold weather is a spectator sport for you from indoors, but if you're out, doctors say exposure to the type of extreme cold weather we'll be getting over the next couple of days, it can lead to frostbite, and just in a matter of minutes.
Meteorologist Cory Reppenhagen joins us now. He's going to explain some of the science behind this, and we want to warn you, he's bringing some pictures along that can be a little tough to look at, so here's your warning. Do not watch if this is going to bother you. Cory, it's kind of shocking when we actually look at the visible impact of frostbite.
Yeah, you know, Jenny, those severe cases of frostbite are very difficult to look at, but I think it's important for us to know what can happen if we ignore the initial symptoms, and that is the problem where your body is trying to tell you something. You got to listen to it. And before I tell you a little bit more about frostbite, Jenny, let me tell you, I would happen to be standing out here when that cold front went by about 15 minutes ago, and I have been covering this for like 26 years of cold front passages, and this is the most dramatic one I've ever experienced. We just dropped 30 degrees in 10 minutes, from 45 degrees down to 15 degrees here in Thornton. So frostbite is going to be a big issue with this storm, and you have to listen to your body when it's telling you that it's uncomfortable.
The National Weather Service has a chart that shows you just how long it takes for exposed skin to get frostbite. If you get caught out in this storm without properly covering up, you can get frostbite in just 5 to 10 minutes with wind chill temperatures between -35 and -50. And it takes about 30 minutes of exposure with wind chills of -20 to -34.
So what happens is your blood vessels constrict, the blood kind of gets gooey and thick, and then with decreased circulation, ice crystals start to form in the soft tissues around those blood vessels. And that's what frostbite is.
ER Doc Ben Usich with UC Health says extreme cases of frostbite are very obvious with black and swollen skin. He says this advanced stage of frostbite usually leads to amputation. The key is to catch it early. He says it starts with simple discoloring of the skin. Common areas are the face, feet, and hands.
You know, you just need to stay in tune with yourself. When you're starting to feel numb, tingling sensations, it's time to get yourself out of those elements.
He says you can absolutely visit an emergency room doctor even for a mild case of frostbite, but if you decide to treat it yourself, he recommends a slow, gradual warm-up using tepid, not hot water, and take an anti-inflammatory like Motrin if you can do so safely. Mild frostbite can be treated, but he says there will still be lasting, permanent effects in the tissue, making it easier for it to return in the next storm.
You get a frostbite on your cheek or on your nose, you're going to be much more prone to get that same area affected subsequent events down the line. So your good decision making now is going to last you a lifetime.
Yeah, and you know, as fast and as rapidly as that temperature just dropped, I am willing to bet that quite a few people just got caught off guard without gloves, hats, coverings. So you know it's going to be an issue out there, and it's only going to get worse, guys. And I'm not going to be reporting out there here live in this tomorrow, if that gives you any indication of how bad this temperature is going to be, because I consider myself to be very cold tolerant. But in this one, I'm going to take a back seat and sit this one out in somewhere warm, just like everyone else should, guys.